Hello and welcome to another exciting episode 3 of the Discover and Drive PEI. And today we're going to one of my favorite subdivisions, which is Gran Père Point, right across the street from a golf course with a view of sand dunes. So we're turning in here now, and this is New Cymbria Drive. Awesome subdivision, very well kept. Turn off the GPS here. We know where we are. We've got a central mailbox system here, which is kind of odd to see, which for something that was originally a cottage subdivision, but there's a lot of year-round residents here now. And we've got paved roads, as you can see, which is truly exceptional. This cottage subdivision, or originally a cottage subdivision, was started, I'm guessing, probably around the 80s. If it's who I think it is that configured the place, it was a developer from Long Island, New York. So what he would have done is he would have talked to a farmer. This would have been farmer's field at some point, and he sold it off to people in Long Island. And from what I know from the story, most of them were teachers and public school workers. Guess that's kind of synonymous. According to my sources, we've got about 57 houses and or cottages here. There's been a total of 17 sales, which is certainly not a lot of sales. So there's not a lot of flip here. Recent sales in the last 24 months that I could find in MLS real quick, I could just find one. And it was listed for $685. It sold for $685, and I think it did it in about 2 days on market without looking at the history of see if there's any prior sheets underneath that. Because sometimes you'll see that. You'll see a sale that says it's been on the market for 2 days, but then there's 9 other sheets underneath that tell you it's been on the market for 10 years. What else do we have here? Average bedrooms. You know, as I said, it was originally a cottage subdivision, so we get anything from 2, 3, 4 bedrooms, and they seem to be pretty well equally distributed, mainly through 2 or 3 and 4 bedroom, whereas 1 and 2 are certainly a lot more rare. Got a property for sale there. And as far as active listings, it says 0. So that property we just saw that was for sale, it's actually a conditional sale. So that means it's under contract, but they have conditions to fulfill before the deal is solid. So these roads here are a gravel composite. There's probably shale underneath, but still in very good condition. Keeping in mind this is the end of April. It's actually the nicest day of the year. We're going on about 19 degrees Celsius. So it's just like the summer here on our beautiful island. So a lot of these roads will be graded and or fixed, repaired when the frost comes out of the ground, which it probably has done already. So if those things start to dry up, they will fix these roads and they will be absolutely mint condition. We got some beautiful, beautiful waterfront homes to the left. We can see the fishing traps in the water. And I'm going to just, because there's a super unique home down at the end here, and it did sell. It looks like a lighthouse. So I have to hand it to the person that had the vision for this, because people love views of lighthouses. Needless to say, living in one could be even more fun. So this is just a dead-end court. As you can see, there's still quite a few vacant lots here, even after all these decades, because a lot of people will buy these properties and they will plan to build on them because they think the kids are going to visit them on the island, and the kids grow up and have better things to do by the time they're teenagers and want nothing to do with mom and pop. Got a cottage right here in front of us. This is the lighthouse coming up. What an awesome, awesome view. And they've elevated it, which is always a great idea. Keeps the basement dry, gives you better views. And we're going to turn back here. And we're going to go sort of on the back, more the water view drive, which is called Harbor View Drive. pretty quiet here today. The recreational users are not here yet. Tourist season hasn't begun yet, but as soon as they see it's about 20 degrees today, Celsius, they are going to be up here in droves. So this would be pretty quiet most of the year, with the exception of the spring to the fall. So keep that in mind. If you like to have energy around you and people, a lot of these subdivisions in the Cymbria, North Rustico, Anglo-Rustico area are pretty quiet in the winter because a lot of them, or most of them, are recreational users. So that's something that surprises a lot of people that are buying real estate in PEI, is they'll come here and think, oh, it's great, we got the boardwalk and the lobster boats and the restaurants and there's entertainment and stuff's going on at every corner, only to find out as soon as September approaches and everyone goes back to school and back to work, you're the only one left. So keep that in mind. Always picture a location you're looking at on the island in the winter, not only for access, but how long it's going to take you to drive and what the roads are going to be like, snow, blizzards, all that sort of stuff. You know, under ideal temperatures is great. It's a 16, 17-minute drive to Charlottetown. In the winter, it could be much, much worse. In a subdivision like this, unless you've got some outstanding snowplow removal people that are really on top of things, it could be some time before you get out. This is just another court here to our right. I'll go down here. There was a bunch of lots I sold here years ago. The average age, there's just the one sale, is 22 years old. But most of these houses and cottages are going to vary in age from brand new to probably 30 years old, maybe more. And the lot sizes, one nice thing in here is the lot sizes are really good. So in the city, you're going to find like, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 maybe. These range from 0.88 to 1.2 acres. Looks like somebody's built a triple car garage here. I don't know if it has living quarters, but I do believe I saw that on the system at one point for sale. It looks good, did a great job. I think I may have had this listed or sold here, can't remember. And I think I had this sold or listed at one point. It's hard to remember because they all sort of blur together after the decades. And I know I had this yellow one listed. As I said, this is one of my favorite subdivisions. I would never, ever keep someone from buying in here, and it just seems to get better year after year. And as you can see, end April, the roads are magnificent. We're not going to go down there. There's a cottage. I don't know what else. Looks like someone just built a house here to the left. And we're going to go back the same way we came, but this is interesting because I think these people are from Florida. And no, it's the ones there on the right that are from Florida, unless they sold, you never know. But look at the view of the sand dunes, if you can see that. It might be difficult with this wide angle lens, but you've got some amazing views, and that's what people like to see. Ideally, they like to see a view of the Confederation Bridge, lighthouses, or a wharf. Sand dunes are an extra bonus. So that's basically it. That is, we'll just take you down this one court and turn around. That is Gran Père Point here in Cymbria, Rustico, well worth checking out. And if you find this helpful, be sure to comment, tell me what I can do different, tell me what communities you'd like to see. If you have any questions about Prince Edward Island real estate or PEI in general, put them in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and share this with all your friends. Thanks for watching and have yourself a fun-filled day.